PEC Education is one of the leading PTE Test training providers in Dhaka, Bangladesh. PEC Education started its journey in 2016 with providing one-stop PTE academic supports and services. There are several PTE courses that PEC offers both online and on campus to its students. All of the PTE courses includes PTE study materials and free PTE mock tests. Please call for detailed information PTE course preparation and services to 01713167969 or visit the website www.pecpte.com.
Advertisers tend to think big, and perhaps this is why they're always coming in for criticism. Their critics seem to resent them because they have a flair for self-promotion and they have so much money to throw around. But people have to pay a great deal more if advertising didn't create mass markets for products. It is precisely because of the heavy advertising that consumer goods are so cheap. We get the wrong idea if we think the only purpose of advertising is to sell goods. Another equally important function is to inform. A great deal of the knowledge we have about household goods derives largely from the advertisements we read.
Mass transportation revised the social and economic fabric of the American city in three fundamental ways. It catalyzed physical expansion, it sorted out people and land uses, and it accelerated the inherent instability of urban life. By opening vast areas of unoccupied land for residential expansion, the omnibuses, horse railways, commuter trains, and electric trolleys pulled settled regions outward 2 to 4 times more distant from city centers than they were in the pre-modern era. The new accessibility of land around the periphery of almost every major city sparked an explosion of real estate development and fueled what we now know as urban sprawl.
With regard to driving, the laws of some countries are notoriously lax. So here are a few examples of some of the things that might be done. The driving test should be standardized and made far more difficult than it is. All the drivers should be made to take a test every 3 years or so. The age at which young people are allowed to drive any vehicle should be raised to at least 21. All vehicles should be put through stringent annual tests for safety. Maximum and minimum speed limits should be imposed on all roads. All advertising stressing power and performance should be banned along the highway.
The Norwegian government is doing its best to keep the oil industry under control. A new law limits exploration to an area south of the southern end of the long coastline. Production limits have been laid down, though these have already been raised, and oil companies have not been allowed to employ more than a limited number of foreign workers. But the oil industry has a way of getting over such problems, and few people believe that the government will be able to hold things back for long. As one Norwegian politician said last week, "We will soon be changed beyond all recognition."
Many people realize that healthy eating habits can help support a healthy weight, manage or improve chronic diseases and maintain overall good health. But a diet that contains more processed, less nutritious foods can lead to weight gain and poor health. If you want to develop healthy eating habits, make small changes over a longer period. You'll need to focus on eating consistent, well-balanced meals and eating a variety of foods. This will help ensure you're consuming enough nutrients to support your body and daily activities. Developing healthy eating habits is a great way to improve your health and can be just a few small changes away.
Death of a Salesman is the masterpiece of Arthur Miller, written in 1948 and produced in 1949. The popularity and success of the play demonstrate the strength of its story. The play was adapted for various tableaus, films, and coursebooks across the globe, securing a Pulitzer Prize for Miller. The story of the play revolves around an unfortunate middle-class man who ruins his life, chasing the idea of the American dream. This unattainable hunt costs him dearly. He seems stuck between fantasy and reality with a resultant loss of his own life. In one of his interviews, Miller mentions that the inspiration for the play is seeing his father struggle during the Depression.
Farewell to Arms was published in 1929, and one of the best literary works of Ernest Hemingway. The novel describes the Italian campaign during the First World War. Written in the first-person point of view, the story shows Frederick Henry, a lieutenant working as an ambulance driver in the Italian forces, is involved in a love affair with a nurse, Catherine Barclay. Apart from the love story, the novel exclusively talks about the absurdity of war and his flight from duty to Switzerland, where he loses his love during childbirth. The novel was also adapted to screen, television, and stage several times. The novel presents the personal experience of Hemingway as an ambulance driver,